All right, here we are, episode 4 of Beyond the Game, fifth video, but fourth episode of the podcast here. So we'll get started. Wild card weekend wasn't necessarily that wild. A lot of boring games. One interesting game with the Commanders pulling it off, but even that game, it was really interesting at the end. But it was 23-20. It was supposed to be a little more interesting than that, a little boring, but at least it was close. We only had one close game, so we'll take that. Us Packer fans are not doing well. I went live on TikTok at halftime and was talking about the game, and I said, a Packers fan on suicide watch here. I said it one time, and 10 minutes later I got banned from going live for a week, so that's nice. I was like, bro.
There you go.
So, yeah, there's that. All right, we'll just get the Packers out of the way. That was some of the most disgusting football I've seen. However, everyone's saying Jordan Love's a bust over that. I think that's very far out there. He had one bad game last year in the playoffs. He was amazing. Like, he was decent. He was good enough. He played good enough to win against the 49ers, who should have won the Super Bowl, who went on to make it and should have won it. Obviously, the Cowboys he lit up. Didn't have a good game. Watson was out, and every other fucking receiver and player on the active roster was out at some point in the game.
Yeah, that was brutal. I don't get the Jordan Love hate.
I don't either, and I don't know how he pisses people off. Like, can anyone please explain to me the Jordan Love slander? Like, he doesn't do anything to anyone. It's not the Cowboys. Like, people don't hate on the Packers like they do the Cowboys, the Patriots, or the Chiefs now. Like, I don't understand like the hate. He doesn't do anything. He's just a chill guy. Goes out there, plays like Brett Favre. Like, he just goes out there and has fun. So I don't really understand it, but okay.
No, he's not talking shit to people,
no.
And kind of a easygoing guy and kind of stays to himself. But I don't think he had the year that he thought he was expecting, but
no,
he still got him in the playoffs, and
yeah, this is probably one of his worst years as a pro. And he was injured at 2 points during the year. And he still had 25 touchdowns or a little more, 10 picks, decent yardage for the games he played. And we were 11-6, and this was a down year. This was a bad year for us.
Yeah, in a very tough division, too.
Yeah, in a very tough division.
It's going to be a really good couple years. I'm very curious to see what it's going to look like with, the Vikings, the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions. I mean, fuck. They're all looking kind of good except for the Bears.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bears. Caleb Williams is good. I trust him. I'm sure they'll get that turned around in the next year or two. But yeah, that's gonna be tough for years to come. But the Packers defense played great. Jalen Hurts looked pretty mid yesterday, or not yesterday. I'm sorry, on Sunday. So I was really pleased by the defense. If Jordan Love just played to his average standard, even though slightly below average, we would have won the game.
Yeah.
But
not a great game, but
I'm kind of happy we didn't win because we weren't gonna win the second round with everyone being hurt now. So it's okay. I'm not too mad. We weren't gonna go on and do everything with every player being hurt.
Yeah, probably not.
But the defense was solid, which normally the defense lets us down in the playoffs. So this was a kind of a change of pace here.
Yeah, exactly.
Josh Jacobs, I fucking love that man. That dude, he is. I love Darren Jones. I wish we kept him still, but he has embodied the Packer culture. And oh my god, he was the only one out there really trying yesterday on offense.
Yeah, no, I love him too. And he's got a crazy story too. He was living out of his car in high school and shit like that. And it just seems like an awesome guy. So.
I'm pretty confident going forward. The NFC is really just the Lions and Eagles that are going to be good consistently years to come. I don't trust the Vikings. Come on now, history's told you that. We played better than the Vikings did. They had everyone healthy pretty much.
Exactly.
And they played they only played the Rams. We played like a contender. The Rams are good, but they're not a contender, bro.
What do you think happens with Sam Darnold? I've been hearing a lot of shit he just outplayed him, he played himself out of a $15 million contract.
Oh no, I don't think that. Come on. He's still getting 30-35 mil a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. I saw something that Dan Orlovsky said that I agreed with. He played bad himself, but the receivers weren't getting open. He had nowhere to go with the ball. He threw some. He didn't throw. He didn't obviously have a great game, but he wasn't getting much help offensively or defensively for that matter.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing about playing quarterback. Like you get all the glory when it's good, and then when it's bad, you get all the blame. So it's just kind of it's just the nature of the position. You just got to take it and run with it. And I don't feel too bad for him. He's getting paid a shit ton.
No, yeah, I know. He went from like a nobody in the NFL anymore to being on the map and getting a lot of money. So good for him. I'm glad for him. Yeah. But the defense let him down more than anything because the Rams' offense is really one-dimensional at heart. All they do is pass the ball. They didn't really rush the ball at all yesterday until garbage time. That's where they got all their rushing yards. Matthew Stafford was just lighting them up, and the Vikings hang their hat on the defensive end. And Brian Flores couldn't do shit yesterday. You would have thought he was playing like the 2018 Patriots.
Yeah, it was kind of a wild game, honestly. I had no idea that Stafford was going to go off like that.
No, I did not see that coming.
But I mean, I'm a huge Stafford fan, so I'm not too mad about it. So, but
I wish all of our teams lost, bro. The Packers lost, the Baker lost, all of our guys lost yesterday. Baker played decent. He didn't have a lot of yards, but I mean, look at his stats. They were decent, and just Jaden Daniels. I mean, his official coming out party was yesterday.
Yeah, that damn fumble. I don't know. Was it the fourth quarter or third quarter or something? Mm-hmm. They tried to do like a jet sweep under center, and they mis-exchanged it. I don't know why the fuck you call that play there, but that might have hurt more than the Packers. Because I wasn't expecting the Packers to do really much.
Right. Like we could have, but I'm with you there.
Yeah, but that one hurt.
But if anyone wants to shit on a quarterback in the NFL right now, it needs to be Justin Herbert. Take it away from Jordan Love. Give it to Justin Herbert. Yeah. He's been playing for a minute now, and he still hasn't had a playoff win. Everyone was saying somehow the historic Jaguars comeback was not Justin Herbert's fault, which I don't see how. You score one touchdown in the second half, you win the game, and all they got was a field goal a couple years ago when that happened. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting that on him. But then this game, you got obviously Jim Harbaugh, and the defense played decent, but you were throwing pick sixes left and right and handed the ball over 4 times. Yeah. You're not gonna win many games.
Yeah, you're not. You're probably not gonna win a game when your quarterback throws 4 picks.
Kicking field goals and throwing picks, not a recipe for success.
The crazy thing is that he threw 3 picks, I think, the whole year, and he had fucking 4 in one game.
500 pass attempts in the regular season, 3 interceptions, had about 30 in one game and threw 5. Or 4, sorry, which is unacceptable.
Yeah, I love Jim Harbaugh though. He said after the game, he's got a quote. And he's like, the sun's gonna come up tomorrow, and we'll be attacking the day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. And that fires me the fuck up.
Yeah, I have no doubt they'll be good. Justin Herbert will get it right coming up, but that was disgusting.
Yeah,
Texans are a fraudulent playoff team this year, in my opinion.
Yeah,
with everyone being hurt and not really having a line that well, they're not doing anything. They're not beating the Chiefs. They're not even gonna be close.
That's who they played, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're fucked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played them last year when they were healthy, and that didn't go well. I think they're 7-point underdogs, but I would take the Chiefs -7. I know the Chiefs haven't been playing that well, but Chiefs are gonna turn it up in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're just gonna take it to a whole nother level. And
what do we think of the divisional round games? The only game really it's supposed to be kind of close is the Ravens-Bills. Bills are home. Ravens are favored by a point. ESPN has it at a deadlocked 50-50. But normally the home team gets a 3-point swing. Normally the home team's favored by 3, but the away team's favored by a point. So the Ravens are definitely favored in this slightly. Today, we are joined with Mr. Sean Brown here, big Ravens fan. Sean, welcome to Be On The Game. First appearance on here. Now,
that was nice.
What did you make of the Ravens game? You won pretty convincingly, 28-14, but I don't think the score is really indicative of how the game went. It was kind of murder, start to finish.
I'm a huge Ravens Glazer, so I don't want to be biased when I say this.
Go ahead.
But, Lamar Jackson had a very nice game. Derrick Henry had a wonderful performance. And the defense showed up in the first half. I'm not going to lie. Showed up very well. Mm-hmm. We stopped everything. Second half, we started to get a little lazy.
Sure.
But it's not that wasn't really, we was up by so much to the point where I thought we was gonna rest. I thought we was gonna rest the starters.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, just so we didn't risk an injury. But I would say the Steelers played okay. The Ravens had a wonderful game.
Yeah, Steelers played about as well as they could have. No mistakes for the Ravens or the Steelers, really, for that matter. 460 yards of offense for the Ravens. Fucking 29 first downs. That's insane. Pittsburgh, 280 yards, 11 first downs. No turnovers for either team. And I was looking at the stats for the Bills game. It was very similar. The Broncos had roughly 250 yards, no turnovers. And the Bills had about 400 yards as well, no turnovers. So this is going to be a really interesting game. So what's going to be what's going to be the keys to success here?
The Bills' defense is not as bad as I thought.
Okay.
When I actually watched the game and looked at how the Bills performed against the Broncos, they shut them down. Their offense definitely knows how to get the ball moving.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix, wonderful QB, almost 200 pass yards every game. I feel like the Ravens have to really prepare for their defense, and they have to prepare their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar probably, I want to say he will be able to run around, as the running back quarterback does.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not going to be able to do it against the Bills as he.
He had 16 passes completed in last week's game and 15 rushes for 80 yards. So pretty even balance there for Jackson. But yeah, that's gonna be the key, because sometimes in the really big games he just gets bottled up and has some stinkers at the worst times. I have the Ravens. I was looking at it. I have the Ravens winning this game in a real close one. I'm giving them the slight edge, but I would not be surprised if either team wins.
I would say that I wouldn't be mad if of course I'd be mad if the Ravens lose, but I mean, it's not really something that I could really nitpick at. Both teams are very good.
Mm-hmm.
Both quarterbacks are very good. The offense knows how to move the ball. I would say that it would really come down to the defense. If the defense comes down and they want it really bad, whichever team comes out and has the most momentum off the ball, just jump, interception, touchdown, fumble, anything that'll get the defense right.
Yeah, I'm with you. That first momentum shift is going to be crazy whenever that happens. Just like the Packers-Eagles game, fumble on the kickoff, just downhill from there. That was wraps. Whoever gets that first boost, that's probably going to be it. I think Derrick Henry has to be the MVP of the playoffs. Lamar Jackson's teams have prepared pretty well for him historically in the playoffs, and he's gonna do what he can. But obviously, he needed some help, and Derrick Henry, he has to have 110 yards at least if the Ravens want to win this game, control the clock.
Now that Baker and the Packers are out of the playoffs, I want Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl, so. I'm gonna take the Bills here. Fuck the Ravens, and but I mean they're playing damn good. So
yeah,
I hope it's a good game.
Oh, I'm sure that one will be. I have no doubt that one will be. I think the Ravens are gonna win. I'm not gonna be mad whoever wins. I kind of hope the Bills win, just because I think the Bills are better equipped to beat the Chiefs than the Ravens are.
Yeah.
I know the Ravens have Derrick Henry now, and I think this is gonna be their best chance to beat the Chiefs, especially because the Chiefs are really overrated this year, but. Josh Allen, even when the Bills were bad, he always plays the Chiefs super close in the playoffs. Every game has been a nail-biter. I think the only time it was more than a 3-point game was when the Chiefs scored in overtime. So it was a 6-point game, but that was in overtime. So, yeah, it's been close every time. And the Lions are going to manhandle the Redskins. I'm calling them the Redskins. I don't care.
I agree. Fuck the Commanders. I agree. So
they're 8.5-point favorites. I'm sure they'll probably cover. Maybe it'll at least be a 7-point game. I have no doubt there. They'll be fine. Sorry, the Eagles play the Rams. The Eagles are gonna manhandle the Rams.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Eagles' pass defense is insane, and that's really all the Rams can do. And they're gonna be playing in Philly.
The Eagles are gonna steamroll them.
Who do we give? We talked about this before. Who do we give the MVP to, though? Last year was kind of Lamar Jackson. Played great, but didn't really have. They just gave it to him because there's no one else to really give it to. He played well and deserved it, but it wasn't really a good race at all last year. But this year we got a race.
I go back and forth between 3 guys. I think it's Joe Burrow, but I don't think they're going to give it to him just because the team sucks. And then it comes down to Josh Allen or Lamar, I think.
And we get that playoff matchup, which is going to be incredible. And I feel so bad for the loser, because the loser of that game, obviously it's just the way the bracket worked out, but both those teams deserve to at least be in the conference championship game. But sadly, one of them's got to go home in the divisional round.
Yeah.
I think both of them are arguably better than the Chiefs, but yeah. So that's unfortunate. But I'm giving it to Josh Allen solely based on the narrative, because this was supposed to be like a bridge year after losing Diggs, and everyone kind of wrote the Bills off, and
absolutely
he just brought them back on the top of the map. And I know his stats, Lamar Jackson beats him a little bit in like every category, but I mean, Lamar Jackson definitely has the better team. I think he has the better defense. He's got Derrick Henry, great O-line, a better coach.
Yeah. I'm giving it to Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think it's the MVP is a narrative award, and Josh Allen has the best narrative, and he wasn't supposed to really do anything, and look at what he's doing. So I think I'm giving it to Josh Allen.